This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
The Jason Walker Show.
Hey, what up? Happy Thursday. The Jason Walker Show inside the Above All Handyman Services Man Cave. Whatever you need done. Painting, tile work, bathrooms, remodels, room remodels, floors, roofs. They'll get it all done for you at Above All Handyman Services. Check them out in Helena and in Colorado Springs. We got a big show today. Lots of basketball talk as we'll be joined by McKenzie Johnston, a former Capital and Lady Grizz standout, who is just got back from Germany a couple of months ago, and now she's going to be heading off to England for the next 2 years. We'll talk to her about her pro career. And also Rachelle Sayers set to join us, the head coach at Carroll. You got the Hoops for Cause coming up in August at MSU Northern on August 6th. Big 3-on-3 basketball tournament and a lot of excitement. All the money goes to a couple of great recipients, and we'll talk about those recipients coming up a little bit later on as well. Big shout out, as you can watch the show on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You can listen on Podbean, Network One Sports, TreasureStateRadio.com, as always, JasonWalkerShow.com. Big shout out to our good buddy Ryan Cutter, who wrapped up play yesterday at the very first U.S. Adaptive Open. Finished with an 86 yesterday. He did not win his division, but you can't be more proud of what Mr. Cutter was able to do the last 3 days. Double amputee, and absolutely amazing job down in Pinehurst, North Carolina. Went 83, 81, 86, finished tied for 37th overall, and man, super cool, great guy, and he was very thankful. The Helena community really got behind him to help donate to get him and his girlfriend, Caddy, down there. He posted on Facebook today. He was sitting at the airport waiting to come home, but he said his girlfriend did an outstanding job at being my caddy, keeping me well hydrated and cool in the insane humidity and heat. My play wasn't reflective of how my golf game can be, but that doesn't matter. The amount of people with amazing stories and how they overcame their disabilities through the game of golf has me more inspired than ever. It's pretty cool. And we're super, super proud of that dude for what he was able to go down and accomplish. And he had a great time. And then sometimes, life isn't all about the winning, right? Sometimes it's just about being able to overcome, adapt, and Ryan definitely has done that. And, man, we share pictures from his Facebook page. And look at that smile, man. That's so cool. And he's an inspiration. I know he talks about the inspiring stories, but his inspiration is pretty awesome too. So thanks to Mr. Cutter. And we'll try to get him on. We'll be doing the show live at Green Meadow next week for the Pga Girls Junior Championships, and maybe we'll talk to Ryan out there that day, next week. So very, very cool. Opening segment of the show is brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes, the premier log home company in the industry with 3 distinct divisions so you can create the log home of your dreams and your budget. Milled, handcrafted timber frame. Check them out. Montana Custom Log Homes at yourcustomlog.com. to get started today. Let's see here. Got your AA Legion standings up to date, and it's a horse race here. It really will be the final couple of games. You got the Billings Royals at 11-3, thanks to Missoula's big wins, swept the Royals the other night. Helena 10-4, sitting now in second. The Scarlets in third at 9-5. Missoula right there in fourth, 8-6. Great Falls 7-7, and then Kalispell, Bozeman, and Lethbridge kind of battling along with Medicine Hat for that eighth spot. But Kalispell 6-8, Bozeman 4-8, Lethbridge 4-10, Medicine Hat 3-11. Medicine Hat's going to be in Helena tomorrow for the regular season-ending doubleheader for the Senators. And if the Senators can sweep, and if the Royals were to stumble, Helena could be that 1 seed heading into the state tournament next week down in Billings. So it'll be something we'll keep an eye on for sure. Speaking of, the Bozeman Bucks A team got past the Helena Reps 7-2 down in Butte. So Bozeman takes on top seed Butte tomorrow. Helena in loser outplay at 10 a.m. Saturday. This is the Class A regionals. Let's see. What else did we get into today that we wanted to talk about? Oh, Reese Esponda, Missoula. We promote a lot of girls' athletics on this show. And Reese is 13 years old, has qualified for the Hopes Championship in Salt Lake. That'll be held a week from today. It's a meet with only 11 gymnasts who received a qualifying score to compete. She's also the first ever from Montana to ever qualify for this. She's also been invited to the National Developmental Team, which is a step down from the U.S. National Team. They go to camps every 2 to 3 months. You can pay for a subscription if you're into gymnastics and watch that flipnow.usagym.org next Thursday down in Salt Lake. So congrats and good luck to Reese. Speaking of Reese, I've been watching this show on Amazon Prime. It's called The Terminal List with Chris Pratt. Plays a guy, is it James Reese? If you haven't seen this yet, you need to start it. Holy cow. I'm 3 episodes in of the 8 for the first season. Chris Pratt starring in it. And man, oh man, it is, it's pretty good. So, been into that lately on the Amazon Prime streaming. What are you watching? What are you streaming? We talked to Alex Eshelman yesterday about what she watches. If you haven't seen Superhero Girls on Netflix, you need to. If you like cartoons, it's pretty good. There's also a crossover movie with Teen Titans. Haven't got started on that. But having the 4-year-old is kind of cool. So I forgot to send a reminder to Coach. I hope she remembers. She's going to join us in the next segment. But all right. I just sent her reminder. I sent me a reminder. Sometimes I forget to send her a reminder. We'll talk to Rachelle Sayers when we come back here on the Jason Walker Show. Also, McKenzie Johnston coming up. We'll get you set for the weekend. There's rodeo in action. Forsyth. Where else? Also in Jardine. First ever Northern Rodeo event down in Jardine. So there's a couple other ones if you're into that. But when we return here on the Jason Walker Show, we're going to talk Hoops for a Cause. It's a great event. It's been put on by Chris Mowat and Frontier Conference coaches over the last few years, and the money raised goes towards a student athlete or a former student of a school that is in some need. Gabby Weber from Belgrade a couple years ago. Remember, she's with Western now, the Belgrade Star, who has suffered some bad leg injuries. It's a good cause, and we'll talk to Rachelle Sayers about how much fun that they have at these tournaments. And so she'll join us. On this day in history coming up, the walk-off, much more. The opening segment of the show brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes, the premier log home company in the industry. Veteran-owned, family-owned, woman-owned and operated. and they will build you a home crafted to last for generations. And I know that's what it says, but it's true because they have 50-plus years experience, the best craftsmen available in the state and maybe in the region. And you can check out all their floor plans. You can go in with your own, but work with them. They will work with you. Montana Custom Log Homes. Check them out, yourcustomlog.com today. Rachelle Sayers joins us next here, Jason Walker Show. Hang on.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show. L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark Laro Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklarophotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklarophotography.com.
Summer, the season to work hard, play hard. The days are heating up and getting longer. The smell of fresh cut grass, the hot sun on your skin. We kidding. We all know you're really thinking about having fun and relaxing at the Copper Club Casino. Meet your friends for a cold one. Play a $5 or two. When you want great service, cold drinks, and fun entertainment, this is the place. The Copper Club Casino, where everybody knows your name any time of year. On Euclid across from Molendi Center, the Copper Club Casino.
Looking for something sweet before work? How about that fresh brewed coffee? Maybe a fresh baked cinnamon roll as you head in for another great day exploring. Then look no further than the Sweet Spot in Boulder. Whatever your pleasure, the Sweet Spot has everything to fix that craving. From daily specials and rolls to tasty cookies and more. Don't forget that caramel macchiato or espresso and many more of your favorite flavors. The Sweet Spot caters to the local community and cares about providing the best treats every day. Visit the Sweet Spot on Facebook or in Boulder at 102 North Main Street.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients, along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show on a Thursday. Mackenzie Johnston will join us coming up. She heads off to England for the next couple of years to play some hoops. This segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena. We've talked, Mackenzie went to Capitol High. That is where our next guest's kids go. And she is one of them is a really good basketball player. One's a really good softball player. Coach Rachelle Sayers of Carroll College joins us here. Or is Taylor just really good at all of it?
Yeah, she's getting there.
It was fun to watch her play at the state softball tournament. She's a pretty good catcher.
Yeah, they have a good little team, and they're returning a lot of kids. So made it to state their freshman year, got third this year, and maybe have a chance to win it all next year.
You never know, because they've got some great talent over there. Were you a softball player?
Baseball. We didn't have softball.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, in Zorky, you really didn't have much at all, did you? Just got basketball and football?
We had basketball. Yep, that was about it.
Rachelle Sayers, Carroll College coach, joining us. How's the summer been?
It's been good. It's been fast. We have 4 camps down and 1 to go, and by the time the camp season gets over, it's almost time for the players to come back.
We won't talk about your players. We won't talk about your team. It's a long way off still, but I am excited about some of the gals you've brought in. But this is a big time in the next couple of weeks. August 6th, you've got the 4th or 5th annual Hoops for a Cause?
I think we're the 6th annual.
Wow.
It doesn't seem possible.
It seems like it just started yesterday.
Yes.
This is a great event. Chris Mowat really has headed the thing from MSU Northern. But all the Frontier coaches get involved, a lot of you guys as players get involved. And it's really all for a great cause. How did you get involved and why it's so important for you and the Carroll Saints?
Well, it's the very first one that we did. And as you said, Chris does a great job. He's the one that kind of got this thing rolling. He and Natalie Papel with the tragedy in Butte with one of the Thatcher daughters. That was the very first one we did, and we had about 4 weeks to plan that thing. And that kind of set the stage for us to really take a look at what we were doing and realize that there's so much more that we can do as coaches in our communities, and this was a good way to kind of come together. I mean, we're battling out every Thursday and Saturday against one another all year long, but it's a great opportunity for us to come together and know that we do have a platform that gives us an opportunity to do something special for those that need it. And so that's really where it started. And it's just been one of those events that I just think is really important. I think it's important for us to be involved in, and I think sometime down the road it could be somebody close to us that needs that help, and so I want to make sure that we're always participating in it.
And over the years too, I mean, the beneficiary of this has always been a Gabby Weber from Montana Western. We know what she went through, her struggles at Belgrade, just to be able to get back onto the court. I know Carroll had a recipient a couple years ago. I can't remember, one of the Roscoes, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So Jack Roscoe. Yep, that's right. So yep. It's a great deal. And this year, Jet Jones of Sydney, a wrestler at Northern, and a girl that I know you're familiar with, Jana Gopher from Rocky Boy, a great basketball player for the Bears and also at Providence, but they both are dealing with thyroid cancer, both diagnosed this last spring, and I know they're both on the mend and getting healthy, but it's two worthy recipients this year.
Yeah, and we have a little committee, that with Chris and I and Bill, Hattie Thatcher's on that, Natalie Papel is on that, and we kind of just reach out to people and within our communities, and we came for, some people came forward with these two names, and our committee just decided this was the route we wanted to go. These are two Frontier college athletes, two Montana kids, born and raised, and so we thought it was a great opportunity to maybe, not just pick one cause, but pick two, and the sponsorships and the donations, they just bring in so much for us. And really the camp hasn't been huge. We felt like that was a good opportunity to come out and get the kids together and all the players. And so we decided to try something new. And so this year we're doing a 3-on-3 tournament. So
are your guys, the Frontier teams allowed to play in it, or is it just anybody wants to come play in this tournament?
Well, the oldest age bracket is 8th grade. We just felt like, unless we're going to get officials and things like that, we wanted to keep it young. But the Frontier coaches and student athletes are going to be there kind of manning the courts, repping, keeping score. We have a lunch that's donated for all the participants and their families, where we're going to have raffles we have a ton of gear and prizes to give away. And then every participant's going to get a T-shirt. They're going to get a free lunch. And they have a chance to win a lot of really, really neat stuff. Chris does a tremendous job of getting stuff for this event. And, it's amazing how many people have stepped up and just donated, a lot of different things. So it's going to be a great day in Havre.
Yeah, that's coming up August 6th, big 3-on-3 basketball tournament. I know teams are still wanted, so go to the Facebook page, Hoops for a Cause, and you can register your team there. I've seen, as we talked with Rachelle Sayers of Carroll College over the years, Coach, the pitchers that come out of this, and I know this year's a little different with the tournament, but the Frontier student athletes really enjoy being around the kids and being able to give back their talents, and I think that's just a great thing, and it says a lot about the Frontier and how giving it is.
Well, and I think too, Jason, it is kind of fun to see them actually work together. I mean, you think of the battles that are had in the Frontier and all of our teams that go at it every, 3-4 times in a season and how competitive those games are. But for them to come together and work together for the betterment of someone else is really nice to see. I mean, I think as coaches, we do that, and it's nice to see the players do that. They get to know each other, and they come together for something bigger than a basketball game, which is really, what we're here to help them understand. This isn't just about basketball and winning basketball games. We have an opportunity to do a lot of things in our time at our schools or through athletics that, some people don't have opportunities to do.
And over the years, in 9 years covering the Frontier and covering you and Carroll, one of the things that has stuck out is how important the community service hours are for the student athletes in all the sports. And again, it goes back to how much giving the Frontier student athletes and coaches really do. So kudos to you and the staff. And I know you're not going to take that personally, but it's awesome to see because, like you said, you guys battle night in, night out in the Frontier. It's the best conference in the NAI. We all know this. And yet coaches can come together. You guys are all friends for the most part and come together for something, like you said, bigger than the game of basketball.
Right. It's a great event. And Chris, I can't give him enough credit, the amount of hours he puts in to pull this off. And again, I think, I really, really hope that we can get a lot of teams there because it's going to be a fun day. We're going to have a lot of student athletes around. I know that, the wrestlers from Northern are going to be around as well. And, we have a lot of basketball players from Providence on both the men's and the women's side that will be represented. So I think it's going to be really special for these two recipients and their families. but also a great opportunity for us to go out and just watch these kids, play the game that we all love and encourage them and just do something good for some people in need right now.
All right. So when you're officiating 8th grade basketball, how hard are you on the kids? I mean, do you call everything or do you let them slide a little?
I'm going to be the scorekeeper.
Okay.
I don't think I'm qualified to be a referee. I think I might, that my limitations are, probably I can keep the time and score. That's about what I can do.
Well, I had a couple of beverages with some Frontier officials in Billings a couple of weeks ago, and it seems like it's an easy job. I mean, if they can do it, I think you could do it.
They would disagree with that statement. I think they disagree more with the part about if you can do it, I can do it. They would have a strong opinion on that.
It's funny because watching you guys in the Frontier, all the coaches in the Frontier, you think you're officials.
Well, we'd like to think that.
Rachelle,
most of the time, as they know, it's our own frustration that, unfortunately, we take out on them a lot.
Rachelle Sayers joining us here, Jason Walker Show on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. What's great about going to Havre, too, is it's not in the middle of winter. It's August 6th, so it'll be nice and hot, but you get to go to the shoe store probably because you missed it the last time, I think.
Oh, yeah. There's never a time that I don't stop at Master Sports in Havre. It's a great spot to go. And again, they did a lot for this tournament to help donation-wise to make sure that all the kids get gear and get prizes. And so hopefully everybody will take a stop in there as well. But, I can't believe I said I'm excited to go to Havre. But, Danny Wagner's been telling me for years that Havre has it. So I guess we'll see.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
And D-Wags is one of the best to come out of that town, so they definitely had it. And I think I read today, too, that all the courts, all the brackets are sponsored, which is a great thing because it's not just the Havre community. I mean, it's the entire state of Montana with the Frontier Conference represented in sponsorships at this Hoops for a Cause this year.
Right, and that's where, if you're $100 a team, you're not going to raise too much just by the 3-on-3. So that's where it's really makes a big difference when these community members or these businesses all over the state step up and sponsor those hoops and sponsor the brackets because that's where the money comes. I think we've raised over $60,000 for Hoops for a Cause to date. I know we're over 10, I believe, right now for this one, and has a chance to be the biggest one we've had. And so it's gonna be a lot of fun.
It is coming up August the 6th. It is the 6th annual Hoops for a Cause up in Havre, and go to the Hoops for a Cause Facebook page or contact your Frontier Conference coach in your hometown to register a team. Get a hold of Chris Mowat. He loves getting phone calls, right?
That's right. Well, we got to fill up these brackets so these kids have teams to play against. I think Chris said the 5th and 6th grade girls might be full, but we definitely could take teams in other ages, and if we don't fill up the rest, they might open up the 5th and 6th to a few more teams. But it's going to be a great time. Probably one of the last tournaments of the summer. So what a better place to vacation than Havre, I guess.
There you go. Havre has it, like we keep saying. Hey, it was good to see you at the state tournament in Missoula for softball, and look forward to seeing you soon down the road for basketball season.
That's right. Thanks for having me, Jason.
It's going to be here before you know it, Coach.
I know it. I'm excited. I'm always excited.
You are. Coach, appreciate the time as always. We'll talk soon.
All right. Sounds great. Thank you.
That is Rachelle Sayers joining us, Carroll College women's coach. The annual Hoops for a Cause coming up August 6th in Havre, and it is absolutely wonderful. And you just heard from Coach Sayers talking about why it's so important. And Jet Jones, Jana Gopher, both battling thyroid cancer, both diagnosed this past spring, and both recovering. I think Jet's still down at the Mayo Clinic. Thinking about radiation treatment, and Jana is undergoing it. But two great student athletes in the Frontier Conference and two great Montanans that deserve this. So get your teams. 8th grade is the cutoff, so K through 8, I guess. But get your teams registered. Give Chris Mowat a call up in Havre at MSU Northern, or you can also check out the Hoops for a Cause Facebook page and get all the details there. So appreciate Coach Sayers taking time out of her summer to join us. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back, and McKenzie Johnston will wax poetic about food in England. She's heading to England, just outside London. She leaves in August or so, and she's going to play some hoops on the pro side over there. So she'll join us coming up to talk about that and how long is she going to play after this. She'll join us, so just stick around. Also going to have on this day in history, a walk-off, get you set for the weekend, and much more still to come here on the Wednesday. No, it's not. It's Thursday, the Jason Walker Show. I'm excited. I'm really excited. It's Thursday, and I can't wait to talk to McKenzie Johnston. When we return, this segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Looking for something sweet before work? How about that fresh brewed coffee? Maybe a fresh baked cinnamon roll as you head in for another great day exploring. Then look no further than the Sweet Spot in Boulder. Whatever your pleasure, the Sweet Spot has everything to fix that craving. From daily specials and rolls to tasty cookies and more. Don't forget that caramel macchiato or espresso and many more of your favorite flavors. The Sweet Spot caters to the local community and cares about providing the best treats every day. Visit the Sweet Spot on Facebook or in Boulder at 102 North Main Street.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street.
Summer, the season to work hard, play hard. The days are heating up and getting longer. The smell of fresh cut grass, the hot sun on your skin. We kidding. We all know you're really thinking about having fun and relaxing at the Copper Club Casino. Meet your friends for a cold one. Play a $5 or two. When you want great service, cold drinks, and fun entertainment, this is the place. The Copper Club Casino, where everybody knows your name any time of year. On Euclid, across from Molendi Center, the Copper Club Casino.
This is the Jason Walker Show.
CleanPocket.com.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show. Final segment inside the Above All Handyman Services Man Cave today. Got a fun show next week. We're going to be on the road a lot. We'll be everywhere. From Green Meadow for the Junior PGA Girls Championships to Lewis and Clark County Fairgrounds for the Last Chance Stampede. All week next week on the road again. Let's see. Got on this day in history coming up. This segment brought to you by the Copper Club Casino. Warm drinks? No. That would be in Germany. We'll talk to Mackenzie Johnston about warm beer coming up, but warm staff, cold drinks, and hot games. And right next to Cafe Zydeco. So here's what you do. You go to Cafe Zydeco, you order your food, you go right next door to the Copper Club, two great sponsors of the show, and get some great food. That's what you do, and then pop in a 5, a 10, a 20, who knows? You could win big. Drink and gamble responsibly. Let's see. We'll have the walk-off coming up, and looking forward to that. Get you set for the weekend. Say hi to Vinny listening on the Podbean today. Appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget that you've got the banquet for Miss Last Chance Stampede coming up Saturday night. If you haven't gotten tickets, you should. So, all right. Let's hop to it. Our next guest on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline, where all of our guests appear via. It's not just a bundle. It's your home, it's your auto, it's your life. Mike gets it. Get a hold of Mike Miller State Farm in Helena today. She was a standout for the Capital Bruins, won the first state title in school history back in 2015 at the Butte Civic Center. That is the jersey that she wore right there in that game. I don't know if it was washed before we got it from Capital, but Katie Garson-Forba, the new coach, gave this, or the latest coach, gave us that. And I know Mackenzie's dad was upset the last time we talked about it. He wants that jersey. We'll ask her about it. Mackenzie Johnston then went on to a great career with the Lady Grizz at the University of Montana. Standout student athlete, played last year pro ball in Germany, won a national champion, won a championship in Germany. I guess it would be a national championship. Can she do the same in England? That's where she's headed. And joining us now to talk about it is Mackenzie Johnston, right here on the Jason Walker Show. All right. I think the last time we chatted was just before or right after you guys won the big championship over there in Germany. How's life been since that?
It's been good. It's good to be back in the States. I was working a little bit, hanging out with my family mostly, though, and just enjoying being back in Montana.
And, of course, what were you doing working-wise?
I was working out at Failer Gym. I was doing some skill development with kids on the basketball court, and then I did some internship hours this summer as well.
Nice. But you're heading overseas, a 2-year contract this time, over to, is it Leicester, England?
Yeah, Loughborough. Loughborough is,
okay.
There's like 2 towns. I don't know. Loughborough.
Well, before you went to Germany, I asked you if you knew German. Do you know English?
I think that one I have covered a little bit better. I still struggle sometimes, but I think it'll be a little bit easier.
I think we all do, as we talked to Mackenzie Johnston, former Capital, Lady Grizz standout, national champ in Germany as well. How'd this contract come about?
Kind of out of the blue. was talking to my agent here and there, and then she asked me what my plan was for the next 5 years, basketball-wise and whatever. And I told her I think I just want to play one more year. And then she came out with a 2-year contract because I will be getting my master's while I'm there. And that was kind of just hard to turn down. A free education, you can't really beat that. And I was planning on going back to school once I was done with basketball anyway. And I think being in school will make time pass quicker as well while I'm over there.
You won't have Lizzie Klinker with you, though.
No, I'm really going to miss her, my travel partner. And we talked a lot about going back over together, but I think it was a hard decision with it being 2 years versus 1.
You mentioned you only wanted to play one more year. Why is that?
I don't know. You kind of feel when you're over there, you're living out your dream and everything, but feel like you're kind of falling behind in the career world. And knowing I want to go back to school, I felt like I needed to make that move here soon. So this is the best of both worlds, getting that education while playing again. And who knows, after 2 years, I may not be done again.
Two more.
It's hard to hang up the shoes.
2 more national championships, right?
That's right.
So this league is the best top-tier league in England, is that right?
That's right, yes.
Who else plays in it?
Like other teams?
No, other Americans.
We're just in a group chat, and there was actually, I don't know if the rules are different with this team and you could have more than 2 Americans because we have quite a few. So I'm not sure of any personally that are over there right now, but I will be playing with a former Cats player.
Which one?
Oleana Squires.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She was pretty good. You guys had some battles.
We did. So I'm glad we're on the same team now.
How will that help you? Because you know her game.
Yeah, that helps me a lot because it takes a while as a point guard, learning how other people play and being able to read them. So it's nice knowing her strengths and all that and what she likes to do, jumping into it. And plus knowing someone before going over there. It's always nice to know one person when you're going to a different country.
Even if it's a Bobcat?
That's right. I agree. As long as it's someone I know.
The only thing that would have made it better is if Oleana had played at Helena High before she played at MSU. Because then you would have had a whole lot of rivalry talk there.
That's right.
Oh, man, that's fantastic. You guys are going to do well together. So that's comfortable for you because you got to play with Lizzie last year. Now you get Oleana the next 2 years. I mean, that's it's got to be really comforting.
Yes, it is. Like I said, before I knew she was going, I was thinking to myself, wow, I'm going to a whole new place where I don't know one single person there, which is kind of scary. At least, like we said, English speaking helps a lot.
Yeah.
But now knowing someone going over there, being able to chat with her, and we've had teammates reach out to us already, so that's been helpful as well.
Oh, that's excellent. We're talking with Mackenzie Johnston, who has recently signed a 2-year contract to play for the Riders. So you're a Bruin, a Lady Grizz, and now a Rider. I forget your mascot in Germany.
Falcon.
The Falcon. Okay. So you're back.
Yeah, we're changing it all up. I'm not sure what a Rider is, but I'll let you know.
Yes, please do. It could be, well, with England, it could be, the fox hunting riders. Could be that. Okay. I don't know. So you guys, your uniform's going to be like the boots and the hat, and I'm kidding.
I hope so. I need to brush up on that England history a little bit.
Watch Downton Abbey.
You're right.
Yes.
I do need to watch that one.
Yes,
okay.
Watch the whole series,
I'll be
both
my homework
movies.
Before I go.
Not that you're going to be busy enough.
Yeah.
It's interesting to me, Mackenzie. It's only a 22-game regular schedule from October to April. I mean, that's like one game a week, basically, which has to be kind of nice, too.
Yeah, it's nice. It's different coming from college and you have those 2 games a week, but actually I'll be playing in 2 different leagues with the university and then the professional league. Not sure on the details of all that, but we'll be playing Wednesdays, I think, with the university, and then weekends with the professional. So we'll actually get 2 games a week.
I was reading too that the Riders, very successful basketball team. So it's not like you're joining, one of the lower tier teams here. They've been Cup champs in their league. They've run up or been runners up. They've been to the playoffs. This is a pretty good basketball team, right?
Yeah, very high expectations, which is great. It seems like a great program from the coaches to the girls on the team so far, so I'm excited to get there and meet everyone. And it's hard to picture what it's going to be like until you really get there. I realized that with Germany, what I pictured, it just wasn't the same. So I'm excited to get there and just see how things go.
When you were in Germany, you got the chance to travel all over the place. You guys went to different countries. You went all over Germany. Did you get a chance to go to London or North? Because that's where you're going to be.
Yes, Lizzie and I made it to London and Ireland.
Okay.
And that was towards the end of our time in Germany, and we fell in love. And I don't know if it was just being around English-speaking people or what it was, but being in London, the history there, and what we thought was cool is you could actually see the history currently. Like the Queen is there, all that. You're seeing the changing of the guards, you're seeing all that. So that was pretty cool. And I'm excited to be able to go to Scotland and Wales and all those different places as well.
I did my ancestry. I'm 34% Scottish. So Scotland's the home country. So if you're over there and you see something, Jason might like this from Scotland. I'm just saying, I'm a big fan.
I got you.
What's it going to be like playing for 2 different teams at the same time?
That's what I'm not sure about. I'm not sure how much overlap there is between the teams. The coach is the same and things like that. So I'm not really sure if there is much of a difference. I didn't really go into details with them about that. But the university aspect is nice because they have a strength training coach, they have the physiotherapist, they have all that stuff, which I didn't have previously. So that my body might thank me for that one.
Definitely. You were able to chow down on some great food in Germany. What are you looking forward to the most in England?
I heard the food isn't as good.
I know.
It's not as good, but I guess they have good Indian, which I really started to like Indian food. So that'll be good. I don't know. It might be good for me that the food's not as good as not as much taste testing everywhere I go.
There you go. They do have though the shepherd's pie, which is I've heard is really good. So I don't know that because I watch the Gordon Ramsay shows. I mean, that's all he talks about. So
that's true.
And you can watch. There you go. Watch Gordon Ramsay Kitchen Nightmares from the England stuff, and you'll pick up good restaurants to figure out there too. So now you have 2 shows you need to watch.
That's right. Plus, when we did go to London, I think I had the best cookie of my life. Ooh. So I'm going to have to go back to that chocolate chip cookie.
Chocolate chip cookie in England is the best that she's ever had. That's a big statement because
that is.
I mean, even better than Mom's?
My mom never really baked cookies. But, so yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does the family think of this? Because, I mean, you spent a long time in Germany, and now you're going to be basically 2 years over there.
Everyone's really excited about it. I was sitting with my family trying to decide, and I asked them, and everyone said, yeah, go for it. So I listened to them, and here I am. But the biggest, Sutton, the little nephew, he's going to be a tough one to be gone from just because he's changing so much every day, even though I'm here and seeing him almost every day. I'm just seeing the change in him. That's going to be the tough one, but thank goodness for FaceTime and all those different things. And my family's planning on visiting, and I've had a lot of people tell me this time, they're like, we probably will actually visit you in London. Germany, not so much, but they're actually wanting to get to London. So I'm hoping people stick to their word and come visit.
Hey, I hope you're enjoying the heat in Montana because it's really hot, over there in England right now and all of Europe.
Yes, it is. But I heard the weather's not great over there once the winter time comes. I don't think it snows or much like Montana, but just windy and cold. So I'm soaking it all up here.
Absolutely, you should. So when do you leave?
Somewhere around August 20th, I think. I haven't gotten the for sure date yet, but I think preseason starts the 22nd.
Oh, so about a month of preseason before the season gets going.
Yep.
What are the team colors?
Red and white, I think.
Ooh, that's Helena High-ish.
Red.
Oh,
no maroon.
But you're a maroon fan. I think Kurt Sinnes calls it cardinal red.
Yeah, I think it's a cardinal red. Okay. So I've never been red. So
so this will be
there's another change up.
I got to show this angle because before we started, you said the jersey still looks good. Dad's still upset though, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mark.
He has his garage shrine hanging up, and he's missing that jersey. So
he could get another one from there.
Yeah, he could easily. He has connections.
Yeah, he knows a few people at Capitol. But he has your Lady Grizz one. He's got your Germany one. I mean, come on, Mark. Give me something.
Yeah, he's fine.
Plus, he's probably got all your AAU jerseys hanging up. He's probably got all your, YMCA jerseys hanging up, everything.
That one was, all those and news articles were made into a quilt by my grandma. So
very
I have
cool.
all those in a quilt.
That is
it's
cool.
really cool.
How is the family, by the way?
The family's great. Everyone's doing well. Working away. My mom's obviously off during the summer with teaching, so her and I have been taking our daily walks every day since I was used to doing that over in Europe. So that's been nice having her here, and I'm not just hanging out alone. My brother had to get ACL surgery though, so he's currently doing physical therapy with that and trying to come back for football. But the sisters are great. Brother-in-law Sutton, everyone's doing good.
Good. And you're doing well, obviously.
Yes, I have no complaints.
You've had quite the run, and obviously, like you said, there's pressure, which is good for you because there's high expectations, and you've had that your whole life, so you're used to this.
Yes. I like being under pressure. I've realized whether it's with school, work, basketball, I do better under pressure. So that might make me a little bit of a procrastinator when it comes to school, but overall, I'm good with it.
So what's it going to be like?
I can get things done.
Exactly, which you have done. What's it going to be like technically going back to school? I mean, you've been out of it for over a year now.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how that'll go. I've been missing just learning new skills and just learning in general. And I'm going for sports management, which is completely not something I thought I was going to go into, but I thought it'd be smart to get a business background while staying in sports and exercise and all that. So I'm really looking forward to learning more and, studying again, get that brain working. Yeah.
Well, it's super exciting, and you'll kill it in school just like you did with the Lady Grizz and just like you did at Capitol. And I don't know if it makes you a procrastinator. It just makes you, I don't know. I mean, that's a good word for it, I guess. But you get it done.
I think it's me working smarter, not harder, but maybe not.
I like that. Before I let you go, you did mention just a moment ago about you never thought sports management. Isn't it crazy how life changes, right?
Yeah. So this whole summer I was going to internships for occupational therapy, and then their programs, they didn't have one for that. So changed my route completely, but looking into it, it looks like something that would really fit me and fit my personality more. So I'm excited to see what that entails, and like I said, start studying again, get that brain going.
You also, you're used to the warm beer in Germany, and they drink warm beer in England too, I believe. So.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't have too much warm beer. I did have, it's called a banana Weizen, where they put banana juice in a beer.
Interesting.
And that, I mean, sounds weird, but that was the most refreshing thing.
Is it light beer or dark beer you put it in?
Light.
Okay. Maybe try that.
Well, a Hefeweizen.
Yeah.
Isn't that?
Yeah.
Yep, you put it in that.
Okay. I'll bring that up to Gary and Max over at Lewis and Clark Brewery, because that's something that sounds like something they could do.
I would be their number one customer, if so. I've been missing that.
We could call it the McKenzie Weizen.
I like it. I think you should bring it up.
Oh, I definitely will. I see him at golf all the time.
I'll go be the taste tester and make sure it's just perfect.
Excellent. Hey, I know you're traveling today, but appreciate the time as always. Looking forward to chatting once you get over to England. I know the time difference is going to be awkward, but what is it, 7 hours difference, I think in
it's
London?
8.
8 in London? Okay.
I think, yeah.
So it's about the same as Germany, because I think you were 9 there? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so, all right, you'll be fine.
I'll be fine. I'm used to it now.
There you go. Hey, good luck and safe travels. Looking forward to chatting about London and England, and don't forget Downton Abbey. And
yes,
it starts off slow, but you'll really get into it.
Okay, I'll keep pushing through.
But don't watch the movies first. You've got to watch the series first.
Okay.
Okay.
You got it.
All right. Kenzie, thank you very much. Tell the family hi, and good luck. We'll talk soon.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me.
That is Mackenzie Johnston joining us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. Awesome family. Love that family. They've done a lot for the Helena community, and she's done a lot, and she'll have great success over there in England. And we'll check in with her once the season gets going, see what's the biggest differences between England and Germany, basketball-wise. So there you go. This segment brought to you by the Copper Club Casino. Warm staff, cold drinks, hot games, and the best games in town. Stop by the Copper Club on Euclid in Helena. Let's do on this day in history. It is July the 21st. It is National Be Someone Day. It is National Junk Food Day and Get to Know Your Customers Day. On this day, 1963, Pga Championship in Dallas. Jack Nicklaus wins the first of his 5 PGA championships. 1973, Hank Aaron hits his 700th career home run. 2013, at the Open Championship at Muirfield, Phil Mickelson wins his 5th major. 3 shots past Henrik Stenson. 1952 on this date, The Quiet Man came out. And you can call this a sports movie because John Wayne's character was a boxer, and Maureen O'Hara also, and it was filmed entirely in Ireland. Fantastic movie. The Quiet Man came out on this date in 1952. On this date in 1969, Neil Armstrong becomes the very first person to step on the moon at 2:56 in the morning, GMT time. Remember, they had landed on July 20th. He's first step foot. What one giant leap for mankind on this date in 1969. Speaking of astronauts, Alan Shepard passed away on this date in 1998. First American in space in 1998. And one birthday today. Allie Landry was born on this date. The great actress, Miss USA 1996. Cecilia Louisiana. She was the Doritos girl in late 90s commercials, if you remember. Let's do this.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
The walk-off presented by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky, the best Cajun this side of New Orleans. And unbelievable po' boys, unbelievable, just the pasta Zydeco, the gumbo, the jambalaya, it's all good. And, of course, the beignets at Cafe Zydeco, right next to the Copper Club, on Euclid in Helena. Had a good week. Fun week today. Fun day today. Great week this week. John Burnett, Alex Eshelman, Rachelle Sayers, McKenzie Johnston, all appreciate you taking the time out Next week, back on Tuesday, got a golf tournament Pro-Am I'm playing in on Monday at Billy Bob's, Bill Roberts. And then Tuesday, Wednesday for sure, we will be at the Green Meadow Golf Course as we talk with the PGA Junior girls and talk about that tournament. It's going to be a lot of fun. And volunteers are still needed. Get a hold of Nick Dietzen with the Montana chapter of the USGA, or MSGA, I guess. So do that. And then enjoy some great golf. The best ladies or junior girls golfers from the West are coming to town. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And Helena hosts this. I think it's the third time in 30 years. We'll talk to Alex Eshelman next week. We'll talk to John Burnett next week. We'll talk to a lot next week. We're going to have fun. Be smart. Be safe. Have a great weekend. If you missed anything, go to jasonwalkershow.com. The walk-off is brought to you by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky. And get registered for the 3-on-3 camp, or 3-on-3 tournament up in Havre, too, for the Hoops for a Cause. We'll also be at the Lewis and Clark Stampede, or Last Chance Stampede next week as well. Yep, rodeo in Helena next week. Have fun this weekend. We'll see you back here on Tuesday at 4, right here on The Jason Walker Show.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited.